Welcome a comedy icon, Dan Aykroyd.
Gosh, I can't remember the last time the four of us were equally as excited about a guest. We're off our heads, so excuse us if we get a
Well, you'll be excited when they renew your show next year. I think that's what And that's coming, I can see. There's quality humor happening here.
Thank you.
Well, that's good that you say that, Dan, because you were part of the original Saturday Night Live.
Yes,
and
I haven't worked as late in television since then.
And as I recall, that first season didn't rate perfectly, but it really came into its own during the second season when it got renewed. Is that true?
Exactly right.
It grew. Is that fair?
Yes, and Seinfeld took 4 or 5 years.
It took
The
ages.
network's got to give things a chance. Come on, there's no instant success, as I found. It's taken 30 years for me to get to this desk.
That's right.
You must love this booze, man, because you have been peddling this all over Australia.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Every
a good
Australian
salesman now.
knows about
Well,
this.
I sold some bad movies in my time. I got some AAA ones, you know what they are. But there were a few, you'd go out on Wednesday, the movie was going to die on Friday, and that's the greatest comedy you'll ever see. I'm terrific in it. The director was good. And their studio's telling you it's dead Friday, Dan, but keep plugging, please. Well, at least I'm selling something here that's just a little better than what you find in a lot of bars. I opened up a lot of vodkas. They smelled like Chanel number 17. I didn't like that. So we stripped all the oils out of it, and we're winning medals everywhere. The Russians gave us a medal in Expo, 400 beverages. We were voted excellent taste. The Alia Awards here we won, and also the World Spirits Competition. So I wanted to do something, just a little better, as I have in my career, working with people, collaborating. We don't do things alone. We didn't make that hit record alone. We didn't make that hit TV show alone or the hit movie alone. It was all with people. So I've got great collaborators doing this, and better grains, better water, better manufacture, and it's just something to step up to and enjoy. So I'm proud of it. And it comes in the head. We call her Joy. Hello, Joy.
I reckon if you
tell me the future.
I reckon if you have enough of it, it'll talk back.
Well, 8 shots, no hangover. After that, it is alcohol.
I must admit, I've drunk so much some nights that my skull feels like it's that full of vodka. Just swimming away there at the top.
That's the thing about this. You can say, well, I drank to the I drank to the medulla, I drank to the amygdala. Now I'm at the jaw, now I'm at the chin. I have 100 bottles in my bar, and I do like to enjoy it with my friends, in moderation, of course.
Dan, we were so excited about the Skull Vodka that we wanted to pitch you an idea, if possible, right? Yes. It's our own liquor. It's called Legless Liquor, and it comes in, you guessed it, a leg!
That's packaging is a good, that's a good one.
Don't drink it.
It's got a little odeur de plastique. Please. Whoa, Jesus, there's something moving in there. And it's not a worm.
Dan, seriously, don't drink it. We killed 3 runners this week. Some of the kids in the office are dropping off like flies.
Kind of reminds me of the wife, though, a little bit.
You're a passionate guy. You're obviously very passionate about this gear, and you're also passionate about, I believe, things like alien life forms visiting.
Well, I don't know if I want to meet any, but you've got a history here in this country of some pretty impressive sightings. In fact,
do we?
Yeah. Well, there was a kid named George Voinovich, I believe his name. He was in a little Cessna I think it was about 25 years ago, and he flat disappeared after radioing in that he was chasing a blob of light, and I don't know what that light was. Was it the sun, the moon? I don't know, but he did disappear, and they never found him, and a lot of serious ufologists think that that's a case of actual abduction or perhaps murder by an alien. So that's one of your cases here that I researched when I came here.
Well, the other issue that you're passionate about is actually troubling Tom Gleeson.
Well, I always find it very difficult when an idol of mine thinks things that are the opposite of what I think. Like you believe in ghosts, is that right?
Well, sure, I believe in the survival of consciousness after death. Yes, I do believe that.
Is that what inspired Ghostbusting?
It did, yeah. My family was interested in that kind of research. Well, I Google up Hans Holzer, Holzer. He was one of the greatest Ghostbusters, probably the greatest Ghostbuster alive. You read 4 or 5 of his stories, and you start to go, these people aren't making this up. And then, of course, you've got your insane asylum here in Melbourne that ghost hunters go to, and there's a place in Connecticut, Dudleytown. The state troopers won't even go in there because you get a ghost massage when you go in there.
Oh, but see,
They pull your hair, they grab, they tweak, they
To
do.
be fair, Dan, I've given a girl one of those.
And also,
They fall for it here as well.
Yeah.
you say that you hear enough stories, but my thing is, you never hear about a haunted beach. You never hear about a haunted, well-lit area where all the witnesses were sober and lucid. It's always late at night, someone with one eye open, on acid, who, I think I may have seen... That's my thing.
Well, I don't know. Ghost of Flight 401, an airplane, haunted airplane. It was an MD-11, and 1011. It crashed in Florida. 400 people were killed, and they took the wreck and they assembled it in a warehouse. And then another MD-11 failed. The galley elevator failed, so they took the galley elevator from the wreck, put it in the new plane, and sightings started to happen. Stewardesses started to see a pilot that was dead. His name was Don Repo. We know his name. She saw a full apparition of him. Now, this isn't an airplane. Eastern Airlines had to say to their employees, you can't talk about this anymore.
Oh, God, I'm in heaven.
We don't want people flying anymore. So Google Ghost of Flight 401.
But who was it?
Ghost of Flight 401. Look it up. There have been 7 books written on it.
Who was the member of your family? Was it your dad or your grandfather?
My great-grandfather, Sam, yeah.
And now, did he invent ectoplasm or the word ectoplasm?
No, Charles Richer did. Charles Richer was a medical researcher in France, and he saw an ectoplasmic hand come out of somebody's stomach and said, I hate this because he didn't want to believe. He does because he was
smart.
Yeah, but
he
you
was educated.
You put it in one of the
and he
greatest...
said ectoplasm. He made up ectoplasm. He said, this is going against everything that I believe as a scientist. And
you put it in one of the
he had to
greatest
accept
films
it.
ever made, of course,
Sure.
Ghostbusters. I mean, who could believe that there was so much of your heart and soul in Ghostbusters?
Well,
for
it
God's
was
sake?
the family business. That is my family business.
Look at this. Oh, man, you changed our lives with this movie. You really did, you guys.
But skeptics are, it's important to have skeptics. It's important to have people that don't believe everything, because that's the way we sort out what's real and what's not real. It's just the way we sort out, randomly what is hoax, climatological, and it's good that you don't believe, because, the day that you do see something, it will be momentous for all of us.
We're definitely going to come back with you, but I wanted to thank you in particular for my kids are almost 4 and they love the Blues Brothers so much. And when you shake your tail feather in your lounge room with your babies, it is the best day of your life. So thank you so much.
Nothing wrong with the music, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, also, Blues Brothers was a very famous example. Obviously, it was a breakout film that came from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
It was one of a great example of like a sketch sort of turning into a full feature film. Well, not many people may know this, but I have a segment called TG in a Tree, and where I get up into a tree and I think. That's pretty much the whole segment, but it's been turned into a major motion picture.
Believe you me. Dan, I saw the final edit. It was crap. No,
From 6 hours down to that, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Now, Dan's going to stick around. We've also got Sophie Monk joining us here at the desk, so we'll see you very soon. That is a plush idea of fact. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a new guest who's hit the desk. Please make her welcome, Sophie Monk.
I think I could do it. Also, I'm a self-proclaimed dud in bed, so...
Yes, you are.
He's not going to look like a champion with me. I just lay back and I'm like...
So you mean it'd be like the videotape on speed where you just spool it the whole time? It's the same footage, just repeated over and over again.
I might grab a coffee in between. But...
Dan, can you believe it's come to this? I mean, you guys partied hard in the early days.
No. Murray's always said to me, Ackroyd, we should make a porn. He said, Billy said we should do it, and we'll do our own work.
You know what's sad? If you and Bill Murray made a porn, we would also buy it. I mean, it would be hilarious.
He's serious. We will do our own work.
Yeah. But also these days, if I saw that, I would think it was an art film.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mean
there'd be close-ups like Photoshop close-ups or edited close-ups of members. It wouldn't be mine. It would be, 9 pounds. But
I love that idea of the accidentally leaked sex tape.
Yes.
It's like because they're always go for quite a long time and stuff. The only time I will ever believe it's accidentally leaked is if it's 45 seconds and finishes with the guy like running to the camera screen and go, I don't want anyone to see this. And you're like, that's accidentally leaked.
And I've tried to leak stuff myself. It's hard work. I've like put my phone into the computer. I'm like, then you got to log in your password. I'm like, how do I leak this stuff? I want it out. So you actually, it's harder work than you think.
No, I've done the same thing with Twitter. I've like tried to get like troll celebrities and they just don't reply.
And you know, and it'll get out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not sure I wanted to do one, but it seems to be it's in demand for me.
I think if Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd asked.
We're contemplating a same-gender sex thing, so yeah.
That could be you. I'm just saying, if Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray asked.
It's called acting, my boy.
He's very pretty.
You guys could call it the Very Blue Brothers.
Don't you love 10 o'clock shows like this? They can just about do anything.
So how fake is it really in LA? Is anyone actually going out with anyone? Do you miss all this? Do you ever think to yourself, I'm gonna get back in. I'm gonna get myself a young hot girlfriend and get stuck back into the pumpkin patch gear?
I'm married, so that's and
You get a fake
and
one.
what I like to do is go out and actually be photographed with my wife. I do like to do that. Yeah.
That's shocking.
In fact, you know, if we go to a restaurant in LA and there's a paparazzi around, I will seek him out just to say we're still together. It's Donna and I here.
Yes.
But they don't use those shots.
How long have you been together?
No, they don't. They use the shots with me talking to the little parking valet and giving her a tip, and it looks like I'm negotiating something.
That's awesome.
So, you know.
I've actually have real proper friends. In Hollywood, I mean. I know you have. In Hollywood, I mean. I know you have friends from your school. I know you still have the same friends that you went to school with and stuff on the Goldie, but yeah, apart from Dave. But like in Hollywood.
Jesus, Michelle, you are burning us all on this.
No, I'm not. In Hollywood, are there actual nice people you can be friends with, Sophie Monk?
No.
Oh!
Gotta be no. I mean, like my hair and makeup artist. If I give her an extra $500, besties. But like, it's all your entouragey people. So you're paying people that are around you, so they end up your friends, but they're on your payroll. So, but they're really nice to you when you pay them.
God, Dan, any advice for a hot young lady who's just making her way through Hollywood?
I think she's got things under control.
Oh, you're probably right.
She knows how to manipulate the levers of fame and power and beauty.
We were talking backstage.
I might say.
All right.
Well, guys, we're going to go to a break, but of course, we can't leave Dan without promoting the vodka. The Crystal Head Vodka, that's what you're here for. So do get onto the website, guys. It's right up there on the screen, crystalheadvodka.com. That is not pulling any punches. So do get on there. Dan, thank you so much for dropping by. We really do appreciate it.
Fun, really good. Have a great summer. You deserve it. And we'll see you on the air next season.
Thank you.
Can you show us what you got?